movie editing part 2. From the previous video, I taught you the basic thing you need to know about movie editing. All right, I showed you practical of how to import your videos, how to trim and cut your video. Okay, so in this very video now, I'm going to be showing you how to to arrange your storyline in the right order. Okay, how to have your clips being in the right places. This includes the addition of an extract, okay, where the right places for you to put the extract, adding of sound effects, okay, adding of different transition when necessary, and then of course adding a background sound. So we are going to be doing the finishing aspect of movie editing. Okay, so this applies to skits, this applies to advertisement. It's the same techniques. All right, so without further ado, let's get to the work. Okay, so part 2, here we go. So this is exactly where we stopped in part 1. Okay, so let's make progress now. Right now that we are here, remember we've gotten our straight line. Okay, so let's go back. Somebody might be asking me, how did I compress the whole thing? It's simple. I just put my 2 fingers like this on the screen and bring it together. That is what you see that I did here. You see, if I do like this, it will expand. Look at it, it's expanding, it's compressing. So this is what I did: expand, compress. Okay, so this is what we have now. All right, so this is where he was sitting down and operating his phone. Okay, so before he actually started talking. Good. So now let's see how we can make that look professional now, right? Okay, so let's get to work. This first part is not supposed to be too long, where he was sitting and operating his phone. So I think that first one should even be okay. This second one might not be needed. This second one might not be needed. Guys, this is a closer shot. I don't know which one I'm going to retain. Okay, I like this one because it has something. Let's delete the first one. First one is good though, but don't really need it. Good. So you see as it's going out. Now that extract, let's bring in the extract, which is this phone operating. Okay, so now this is the extract. I'm going to click on overlay to bring it down. This is an overlay here, so I click overlay, the video comes down. Okay, so now I'm going to shift it to the beginning, long press it and shift it to the beginning. Then we're going to put it somewhere here. Now let's play, and then you're going to see how that comes in. So you can see, let's go back a bit. Now it's looking as if they just brought the camera closer for us to see what he was pressing. You see that he's pressing something back to what he was pressing. Can you see? So that is what that extract does. Okay, so let's off the volume of the extract. That will not be having double voice. Okay, so let's go now. Look at this. Now that is too long. Just small. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, an extra is not supposed to be too long. 3 seconds is okay. Okay, so let's go again. Now I want it to come to where he was about to screw up. Where he was about to screw. So let's take it from here. Good. Where he now screwed up. Then he now went again. So let's see. So the extra should rhyme with the video a bit. Good. It went up. Good. So you see how it rhymed. So it will if you are watching this, you'll be thinking that there was 2 cameras that were used. You'll be thinking that there's another camera recording that one. So this is the power of editing. I hope you're seeing this now. Okay, so let's continue this. It's getting more interesting now, right? So let's go now. Let's see again. So you see that now it has rhymed. Okay, so that is that. Where he put his hand like that is the point I'm going to pick. Where is where he brought his hand to his mouth, right? As he's bringing the hand, I'm going to cut there. Okay, I'm going to cut there. I'm going to trim there. Sorry, my head is as if my head is inside the camera.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's go. And then this one is about where it's about to move the hand. Where it's about to move the hand. Good. As the hand was about moving. Move. That was fast. Good. Move. Great. At this point, I'll take it. So when the two clip comes now, it will now look as if it's one. Okay, now look at this. The hand was about moving. You see now. Can you see now? Look at this. The hand was moving here, continued there. So you see now, are you guys getting what I'm doing now? So this is how, when you are doing your shooting, you need to be conscious. You need to be careful so that you take consideration of this ending part. Where something is ending at one part, the next one should be a continuation so that you can sync it together, and the person who is going to be watching it will be thinking that you are using two cameras. Are you guys getting the trick now? So that is what we just did there. Okay, so let's go. So the hand just come there. That is it. Yeah. So how do you what does it for a long time? I've wondered what did different. Good. Was it expensive camera? Was it low? Or was it something more? Good. So we are done with that. Or was it something more? So let's trim in a bit. So we are done. We have got a good storyline for the first scene. Are you guys getting this? We have synced the extract. That is just what I did now. So let's go to the next scene now. So you heard that there was a stop. So somebody is going to be wondering, I'm going to kill that. What I will do is simple. I'm going to split, and then I'm going to off the volume from this point so that that stop will go. And then I'm going to use sound effect to put a mash in a foot. Ping, ping, ping. Don't worry, when we get to sound, you understand that. And then I discovered something. Okay, so now this is another syncing we're about to do now. How do we sync the wide shot view? There's what we call wide shot view and close shot view. Okay, now this is a wide shot view. You are seeing his full body. This is a close shot view. You are seeing half of his body. So how do we sync it to be one? Watch what I'm about to do now. Now look at this. So where did this one start from? I discovered something. So it stopped at then. I'm going to stop at this then. Okay, bring it to then. So then let me do this. After then, let's go. I don't want I to enter. Good. After then, I'm going to do this. Now watch this. You are going to see how it will sync and it will look as if it's one. Watch this. Can you see? So if you are watching now, you will think it's one clip. I don't know if you guys are noticing what I'm saying. Look at this. Can you see? It's more like a continuation. So this is what we call syncing in movie editing. That syncing is very important. Let it not be looking it. Somebody watch this now, you'll be thinking we use two cameras. So that is a trick I try to explain to you from the part 1 of this video. Okay, you can use one camera. At the end of the day, people be thinking you use 2 or 3 cameras. You are seeing the trick now, right? So let's proceed. And then I discovered something. The difference isn't always camera. It's the editing. 2 people can shoot the same video. One looks ordinary, the other looks professional. The secret is knowing what after pressing the record. Good. We're done with that. Editing is where the transformation happens. This is where you cut distractions and that's another thing. Control attention. Then it's an concept into something as it is doing. Editing is where the transformation happens. This is where you cut. So if you notice, there was no shadow in this. Can you see there was no shadow? No shadow. But if you look at this, there is shadow. Somebody can know what brought this shadow, right? We used a what do we call it now? We actually use clothes, okay, to block the sun rays. All right. Yes, so that was why you see that difference. So right now I don't even know which one to use, either to use this one or to use this one. I love this more, right, because it comes with the emotional speakings, whereas this one is kind of more calm, but this one looks more professional because there was no shadow and all of that. So let me listen to the wordings again.
This is where you stop distraction and control attention. Then it's an unsafety into something as mind.
I love that.
Then it's where the transformation happens. This is where you cut distraction, you add division, you tell the story, you control the attention, and then add it, and then turn it into something you actually enjoy.
Anyways, I don't know which one to take right now. I must be sincere with you guys. I actually love this, but the problem is there are shadows, and I'm trying to portray professional editing here. So that shadow there will make my work not look professional. So let me remove this one. I like it, but I don't have option than to remove it. So let's go to the next thing.
Today, businesses need videos, churches need videos, brands need videos, events need videos. The demand for content is growing every day, and those who know how to edit have a valuable skill that can have a valuable.
Okay, so let's go there. Those who can edit,
know how to edit,
good. Split, half
have a valuable skill that can have.
good. Split. Then delete this middle one because of that mistake that I made. All right, so let's see now. Now, when you are doing your cutting, make sure that it should sync. Make sure that it should sync. I don't know if you observe what I just did now. Remember, this is recorded for you, so you can replay it to see what I just did. Okay, so let's continue.
Have a valuable skill
Can you see?
that can
If you are watching this now, you think it's straight. You don't know that there was a mistake I have already removed. Okay, so when you are cutting, you have to ensure, you have to ensure that you sync what you are removing so that it will rhyme. Okay, if you are watching now, you don't know that there was actually a cut.
have a valuable skill
Get it?
that can edit more. Have a valuable skill
So have a valuable skill.
that can
Let's go.
have a valuable skill that can edit thoughts.
Good. Let's take cut this one again. I repeated it, so I'm deleting this one again. So let's see.
How to edit. Have a valuable skill that can edit.
No, I don't think that thing I deleted was right. So let's see.
Have a valuable skill that can edit thoughts. Have a valuable skill that can edit thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, I can remove this one. All right, I can remove this one because I have more demonstration in the second one.
Have a valuable skill that can edit thoughts.
Good. So that is that one. Okay. So now, okay, let's see. Okay, this is the second one. There's another one for it.
Today, businesses need videos, churches need videos, brands need videos, events need videos. The demand for content keeps growing every day, and those who know how to edit have a valuable skill that can edit thoughts.
You see that I'm having two clips now, right? So this is one of the problems in editing. You will have to make, hard decisions of selecting the one to use. So you see, I'm having, anyways, I love this. Let me see this one. This one looks calm and warm. This one looks, there's the way the ambience of this one looks, right? The ambience of this camera here is better. It's warm, calm, and collected. Anyways, let's use, since there's cut and join in the first one, let's use the second one. So I'm deleting all this one. Okay, so I'm deleting all this one. Good. We're using this.
Today, businesses need videos.
Yeah, I've watched it before, so no need of wasting time again. So now the next thing I'm going to do to this is the leg. Okay, at what point am I going to put the leg? Let's see, this 2 leg movement, which one should I use? Let's see this one. Then let's see this one. Okay, we can't use this one because of the camera positioning, so get out. We are using this one. So let me click on overlay. We're taking it as overlay. By now you already know how we make use of extract. So let's go to where he was walking. Then we'll put in his leg where he was walking. All right, so let's see. Let's go back now and then see. So it is at this point where he was close to the flower that I'm going to bring the thing to. So let's move this a bit. Good. Now let's see. The first leg was at the front, so this one should be first leg was at the front. So let's see. Remember the continuity thing that I told you about? The leg just landed. Okay, so this one will just land. All right, so let's go again. Go. Immediately it landed. Go. This one go. Good. It's okay there. So let's take it from this point that the back leg was about to move. Okay. Ouch, sorry. Where the back leg was about to move. Good. The leg, good. So at this point, I'm going to split and possibly delete this one, and then I hope that it will be when the leg is about to move. Good. So let's see if this goes. So let's see if it syncs well.
Today,
no, not really. I'm not satisfied with this. Let's go. Let's do it here. Let's bring it here. Okay, let's see.
Today.
Okay. Okay, let's bring forth it here. Well, there's a rule that I broke in this recording. Okay, my camera angles. There's something we call the 360 rules. I don't want to be talking too much about the shooting rules, because that is part of shooting, not editing, and it's editing we are doing here. So I'll jump that. Okay, so let's proceed. But if you know that rule, you know that I just broke that rule in this film. Okay, the position of the first camera is against the second camera, and that is making the leg movements not really sync well. So that is that. But anyways, we're going to manage this like that. Good.
Today, businesses need videos.
All right.
Churches need videos.
Okay.
Brands.
Yeah, we've done this before. So let's go forward. Let's see now.
So here is the.
Let's see where we end it. Many doors. So let's trim this, and then we progress.
So here is the question: if simple footage can become something powerful for editing, what can happen when you master the script itself? The phone in your hand.
Okay, so let's take that part.
When you master the script itself.
So let's split here, and then let's play.
The phone in your hand.
Good. So let's split this part. Okay, so we are deleting this. All right. So let's go now, guys. Let's go. Okay. So let's continue, guys.
The phone.
All right. So I'm cutting something here.
The phone is in your hands. The opportunity is in front.
So you see that we've deleted it and it's syncing now.
The phone is in your hands.
Okay, that is too long. Let's see. Good. So here you take this back a bit. All right, take it back a little bit more. Good. So let's play now. See?
The phone is
you see it has sync.
opportunity is in front of you. The next move is yours.
Walk out of the screen. Now, you see that we've successfully all right, so you see that we've successfully gotten a straight line editing. Okay, so all our story now is in straight line. So the next thing we need to do now is to come and start working on our effect. Okay, on our effect. Remember, if you want to put b-rolls right now, it's not the best time to put b-rolls anymore. Okay, because if anything enters in between these clips now, it's going to affect the overlay. All right, the overlay will not be at the right places anymore. Okay, so if you want to put b-roll, you should have put before now. But if you still want to put a b-roll, you can still do it. When you finish this next level I want to do now, which is sound effect, okay, you can export the video, bring it back, and then, you know, put all the b-rolls you want to put before you add the final sound, all right, background sound, and then you now export. Okay, so we are getting closer, right? We are getting closer. We have gotten the story now. The story is now straight, right? It's now straight. We have a straight story already. So let's now work on our sound effect. Now we're going to be listening. If there is any part of the video that is having noise, we reduce background noise, okay? And then if there's any part we need to put any kind of sound effect, we're going to add the sound effect, okay? So we are going to be doing sound adjustment at this level. So this is another level of editing. So far, let me recap very fast. I've taught you how to import your video. I taught you how to trim and cut your video. All right, that was the first thing we did, and then we continued it in this part to perfectly get a straight line story. Okay, so that's what we've done. So the next thing we want to do now is to balance our sound. Okay, is what we call sound synthetic or sound engineering. That's what we're about to do now. So let's get there, guys. So you see that first part, we don't really need the natural sound that comes with it. But listen.
Millions of videos are posted online. Some get thousands of views.
Okay, so this volume, I'm not really satisfied with this volume. So let me increase this volume to, let's say, 400. Yeah, let me bring it to 402.
Every day, millions of videos.
And then I'm going to apply to all the clips. All the clips should be increased like that. I don't want to be doing it one. But if you notice, there is a place inside of the video that I off the volume, right? So I have to go and look for that place and, you know, go back and off it, because since I've increased now, you see, I've applied this to all. So all the whole clip is going to be having that volume increased. So I have to go and look for that place and then off it. So I think it's somewhere here. So somewhere here I off it that time. Good. It was here. So I'm going to off it again. Wow, it even entered 100. So I'm going to off it again. So now I've off it. So everything I believe is okay now.
And then I discovered something.
Good.
A different, is it?
All right. So let's see. I don't even know the sound I want to really add to these videos yet. I have not thought of that, but we're going to be doing everything together like I've told you guys. Okay, so at this point, when a film is starting new, what kind of sound did it begin with? Okay. All right, so I'm going to off this sound completely because there was no sound needed there. Okay, so let's go. Okay.
Every day, millions of videos are posted online. Some get thousands of views. Others get ignored. For a long time, I wondered what makes me different. Was it expensive cameras?
Okay.
Was it luck? Or was it something more?
Okay, so between this and the next clip, I think there should be a transition. Okay, so let's add a transition here because that is the changing of one scene to another. So there should be a transition. So how do you add a transition? Okay, this is where we are going to touch to add our transition. So click on that place. Okay, you're going to see different transitions. And remember, I told you that transition, you don't just put transition anyhow in your film. Okay, so let's use light. I told you that you should use calm lightning. Use calm, just use calm effects. Don't use transition that are too, too shouty. Something very quiet and then, calm. I like using what is the name of that transition now? It's actually a light effect. Larry 2. Okay, Larry 2. Let me just search for it. Glary 2. Yes, I like using Glary 2. So this is Glary 2 here. Okay, I love to use Glary 2. So you see, more like a snap. It was just snap. So I'm going to now put a sound effect there. And then I'm going to click on here. Okay, I'm going to click this place to bring in my sound effect. All right, so click on sound. Click on sound. And then I'm going to type in the sound I want. I want something like a camera shutter burst. Something like as if it was a snap, they just snap. Something like that. Just a camera, So let me position it well. Okay. Sound comes before, sound travel faster than what you see. So let the sound come a little bit before the transition. See where the transition started here basically, but see where the sound started. But when you are watching it to sync, watch this. Did you see? So it now looks as if the sound actually balanced with it. Look at this. So you see that. So that is it. So
and then I discovered something. The difference isn't already
okay. All right, let's go.
the camera. It's the editing.
Now the thing after lagging, of course, the solution. Anytime that you're editing and your editing start lagging, just close the CapCut. Okay, close the CapCut, and then you go back to open it again. It will help it to load well. Most of the times when your phone is overloaded, it does something like that. Okay. All right, so let's go back. I don't want this video to be more than 20 minutes. So if it gets to 20 minutes, it means we are going to have part 3. Wow, this is already more than 20 minutes, guys. Okay, so let's be done with the basic sound effect, and then we will end this part, and then we'll go to the next part where we are going to be talking about that is where we are going to be working on our color grading. Okay, so let's see the transition that happens here. After that, there's another transition that's supposed to happen when he was going to sit down. That's another scene. So you see that I'm putting transition only after a scene. Okay, so let's put another one here. Okay, so I don't know the one to put. Let me use pulling. Pulling is actually a calm transition. Okay, pull in. Good, pull in. So I'm going to put whoosh. Whoosh sound goes well with pull in. So I know somebody might be asking me, how do you know the right kind of sound to put at different places? Well, I'm going to teach you that. All right. Okay, so let's say whoosh, right? Whoosh effects. Okay, so let's see this. We can use that. We can use that. So then let it come a little bit forward. Do something like this.
Editing is
Okay, again.
the record button.
And this too.
Editing is
No. Come forward a bit. Okay.
Okay. Editing is where the transformation happens.
Good. All right. So another transition should happen here. Light. Let me use light again. Clarity 2. So you know why we are not using too many, all of those kind of shouty effects. I know by now you already know why we are not using them. Okay. Camera shutter. Camera shutter. Now, I believe you guys are really following this and then you are really learning, okay? You are really learning. Camera shutter. Now, this we do. Let's go and see. So that is that. Okay, so I think that is the last scene. Okay, so there's another changing of scene. So you just put in, let me pull it in. So you see that this is it. So you see that I'm not really using too many transitions, okay? Because it's not too necessary. It's not by you using plenty transition that they will know that you're a professional editor. No, use them in the right places. Okay, let's see this one. This sound came far before.
So here's
I'm coming.
many dogs. So here's the
No, the sound did not rhyme. Okay.
dogs. So here's the
No, the sound did not rhyme. I'll start lagging again, but I know what to do. Take this back. Bring it up. But let me delete it and bring up the sound again. Let's click on sound. I'm sorry, this is getting too long. I'm going to end it shortly after this very one. Which sound? Okay. Which? After this one, I'm going to don't use that very one again. Something. No. Which wind? 4 seconds. It's too long. Okay, I'll use this. Okay, so let's take it forward a bit. And let's see.
So
Perfect. Perfect. So now you see, that is it. We are done with our sound effect. Okay, we are done with our sound effect. So in the next video, which is the part 3 of movie editing, I'm going to be showing you guys how we can do color grading and then add master sounds and then some kind of on-screen B-rolls. Okay, so you might not understand what that is. You're going to understand it better in the next video. Thank you for following. See you in part 3 of film editing. My name is David BLC.